National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. Hope y'all ready for this one on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rio de Janeiro team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance.
Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Titan defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Over the middle, he has a car throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That would... pick up a 15 for Tennessee. Drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Levis. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Switch playbooks here.
Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Pollard again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
The fuck are you?
Score! Touchdown, Titans. Will Levis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen now looks to throw. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw, it's Levis. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Nice grab there by Ridley, who made the move to Tennessee this offseason after recording over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in his lone season as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now that the rust of the previous couple of years is worn off, the Titans, they're certainly hoping he can take it a step further.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Sheds off the tackle, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Levis back to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dragons offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right on the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rush, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Levis now off of play action. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Here's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Levis. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A quick slant to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air, Allen. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the Titans' 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Levis to throw it. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. Sheds him off at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Levis looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chigakonkwo, 43 yards. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an inches. Allen going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
And again, it's Allen. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
And a real first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now Levis. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and 3. Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Levis back to throw. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Levis to throw once more. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Levis sets up to throw here. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sander is set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Levis from the gun. He completes it to Boyd.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Pushes him aside at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Levis. Touchdown! Chigakonkwo, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dragons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On play action, Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another Rio. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Titans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Allen going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at of scrimmage. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Going to run again here with Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what